Yusu wamba nananom na akasa no nungwa ahemfo eho ena cops ne ehye o makasa wie no so o munwie ha o so omko akotu mati bi o say oba wa mawo
Abusuapanin epe negotiations
what course yeah nyina course pe negotiations but o monye ready some number here.
Oh, kumasi na ultimate year negotiations ha.
Exactly.
Nice one.
Backdoor be any baby. Backdoor be any baby. Abusuapanin ultimate yeshe. It's more yasuma mo na mabesha from my church and then go see baby ano. Matimasum. Mo humani so.
Almost say.
Say
Nkansah na wa ma na so bawo wa mawo. Omo asase ni yensie funu wo so wo fie. Eti esani eti bia funu no so omutu
ye jokesa o de ko
se omutu funu no na nungwa no ga ada omo no se nkrafo no mu ga dangbe omo wo ga dangbe ti nungwa ni omo ni nyina ye ga ba omo ye nipa baako eti no se omo ye amamre no omutu efunu no na emo mpo se nipa ni yawe bi na ku na mo de na akọ form ho no ebe affect obi a omonso omutimi tu nsuo e wo fom e de ya ade enti modi ade na ko she ebiesi pen enti no modi na ko she fom ro mu kotu ebura o se na se ye kan ball hole no omu kotu ball hole bi na fe omu ko fa nsuo ni bi na ko fa ohaw e de bre omo a na omo ye ne den eye musuo se omo de aka omo asase no enti no eye se omo tu ni fi honum na ukasa obeye bi na obi san benefonet won say mumu bi eya we say obesre
Abusuan say kan say Abusuapanin to park e de sema bawo gafo ni bu afu mpanifo ni bu afu because he was the laws of the land, the leaders of the land, although His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Cortes institutions bebre owa e mani pa kwan momo ye bibi omope but ekuro no so awotimi ye wa mamre ene amane ye wo ho a semrane ma ho kwan ye wo se okọ perform na etimi ekoso ede ma wa se ne nkunimdie be den ebeba wafa anu na Abusuapanin to park nko ade de minim de akosia chese din sem bebre na ede aba Abusuapanin wajo ani so ene nan ko mo twen wanko ene no mo twen ba wanko yes wanko no ye Abusuapanin Kofi ushinim wanko Abusuapanin e tufu na wan tia kwa ntiage penion pese be kan anim asem no odene ntuma bi be kwa himfie kana odene ntuma beti bi ndi akwa himfie because akora hu na so keka obenya mane usuro kwa so bebi na no aka Abusuapanin e tufu na wanti Abusuapanin e tufu na wanti o ye tufu na wanti ye ka kire o ade ya wuye bre na kwachi pum ade asem ne nam Abusuapanin wanti Kofi usu wanti tewa utie asem wa mpanifo ne ka ansa na obesi obi wo ga abonten so no it contains a lot of things na de omuka bi ewum na asem we media de me pese mi hu an se no kura bi a ewa asem we mu na be dey ebedadi ama me no mi no ade yahu bi sa no kura na me yede me hwehwe se yampa se Abusuapanin bedada yan asantefo se that lumba ne da hon anansi wakosi ni wasantememu but na nya santememu onukosi no kura pe na me pese edadi ba se no kura ni daddy via that lumba Abusuafo the incoming Abusuapanin na ye be you know o make sure say obe follow all the rules and regulations for that lumber body not to be assumed. See, two body now, I have very disrespect to the legacy of that lumber. I don't know how Mami Akushia fans person fa asemana say bia obi on support Abusuapanin, but you have been always know say I've been always go by the truth. And yet the papa see be exumi body. Autopsy result of my request ni na one Ghana man permanency. and that one should tell you alone say confirm say no, that one should tell you alone say bibi koso. Tia no tie. I think say they should not follow much. But Odobro need to be questioned. Need question. I was say question. After that, now they need to fight for the property because at money it will need petrol. But the family should perform all the duties. Send your daddy lumba body into and say disgrace to the legacy.
Akwenya Mubi Elisadi na maintain cranny bebre but they maintain the kind deep ones, you know. It's understandable. Mubi etiti tension in the man of Omachaya. Omachaya wama. It's no money.
Okay. Or see there be Obiambe home na omubako akotu because Nkofo ye man ho wo fie. Enti se yare wo efunu ho ana bibi na ekunu a wo be ku Nkofo na omudi e bosum ni chi enti omko se Abusuapanin no se wamba o se wamba de ombekọ fie ho akotu efunu ombe ya mamle na ombe ya mamle ni nyina no mo atofi
Maybe osi obayo wambo omuni de den omo ba ko
ndo ni nko obo e no nko obo na le ke eba ji
amaba ji
na kai pepe
ben try more jega no be try my try me yanka ni ba try why are there?
It is dirty to have dead bodies coming closer to our deities. We do not permit that, and the spirits around us also do not permit that. If you do that, you have to pacify not just the land, but you pacify the deities, and you have to pacify the traditional leadership that have control over the territory that this very body has been buried. When you come out of that, environmentally, it is also against the laws of the state and against the laws of the community that this has been done. One, if the body begins to rot in the ground, water that is from this very body can seep down into the soil. To cut it short from here, imagine the one who stays next door has a borehole that provides water for the household that he resides in. This dead body, water from it can seep down and, destroy the good ones that has to be tapped out of the soil. So we talk about this as a degradation of the environment. Number two, what about if this very dead body buried has a particular disease on it before it was buried? It will be a problem then for the community that could also spread to enter into other communities about. So, looking at the situation medically, it is not acceptable for dead bodies to be buried in the homes of the people that live in. Number three, it is again not acceptable for this to be done. If you have to do such a thing, you have to consult government, and government must give you a permit at least before you can do such a thing. But although we have government, we have allodial powers that is also recognized by the same government. So government cannot give a permit to somebody to be buried in his home when the leadership of the allodial owners of the land are not in the know. They have to be informed before such a thing can be done. Like I said before, Ghana people do not tolerate such a thing. And the Dangme people also don't tolerate such a thing. It is given as an issue that seriously has to be debated upon before something like that can be done. So, when we heard about this, and we were, like I said, reliably informed, we tried to get into contact with Abusuapanin Victor Owusu, known as Tupac, to raise the awareness that we have had and put it into his thinking that we don't tolerate such a thing. So today, we were expecting that the invitation extended to him to appear here this morning could be honored. We have sat for some time. He had not arrived. But there are rumors, and some say there are informations that the said Abusuapanin Victor Owusu has been removed as head of family. That is what has come to us. But we are saying that if Owusu Tupac could not come here, the body is still remaining in the soil. So whether Owusu comes or Owusu doesn't come, there can be a next head of family to lead the deceased Daddy Lumba. We are saying the body over there is what we are talking about. So legally, we will extend invitation to the same family, whether they have a family head or they don't have a family head. We will extend message to them to appear here, because if the body is removed from the soil, they will still have to pacify the deities of the land, and then pacify the community, and then answer questions that we are going to put before them. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, elders of Nungwa, we would not like to speak too much or talk too much on this, but this is the information. We will still invite the family to appear here so that this very matter can be well addressed and well resolved. Thank you very much.
With the Nanama Sempany for a chichimo and also Macan and Cracassemacan with Cassemina, or the battery Cassemusua, a DNA and Nanamo Eka, a the actual Abusuapanin Tupac, and this number, a mechanism say, Afia or Messin Chichimo, and say,
You mean, Madame Munya say, Mon. Etimi abahasi ababedi BBC nwa dance na first of all no anka min church mu twi mu because amuba nkran ya mu mpese mu church musua ye kasa no ya nti for the sake of enuanom no minim say nya ye Ghana for nti me church mu amam kakra ye mpenimfo ne kan no ana before me shase no me pese me da ye imrantie hini ase ewo anamontu a watu waya de pa me say asemu eba yi na anka omudi ya ye nana gamanche ni te kotru anka omudi ya no onka ahwi wo ho but papa we na wabomodin watu anamu wo ho a ene ye nyina nea ese a efata no yaba be pie mu ewo gbobu yo mu fie nti meda nase afi nso nea esi wo ho ani se anase nea mpanimfo ne kan ya ani se yen as gadang before no yen di ntumu se ye besie obi ewo yasase so especially ewo ni fie na ye wo places a ya prescribe for baby a ye besie nipa anase ya kire baby a ye besie nipa nti ye wo private places wo a ye de sie nipa na enye se obi fie eye sa na wo de fi aka ye dates no ye nananom ene ye busuma ye wo hase no afin so ye tradition no ana ye customs no enkyere sa now omo koso kire mu say even in the constitution of Ghana no ye ngintum say ye betie efun ewo efie mu na bibi a ye sie efun wo bia ya kire bibi a ye sie efun wo ene nsunsuanso a sa nyama no kra efa so de ba enti ewo ye law mu no ye nyesa na impo se ebe yesa na ye wo anamo ayeto se government be ma permit afin so government ma permit a bebi a wo kwa akosie nipa no wo no eye ebimu asase so enti sa nkofo no a omo ye the traditional owners of the land no esese mutu anamo na mu invite omo nso emfambra na amane a ewo ho a esese omo ye ansa omo aye sa esiye na nka omo aye but in this case no omo intimi anya bibisa we abeye ohaw e de amaye as gadang before inti ye fa akonya we so aka kire to park Abusuapanin to park say ade we no esese oba no be yi ni ho ano na se wamba ahimfo na obo frɛ na wamba no sesia no omo san betena se na se omo anto anamo amba na ni esese ye no ya nya nsunsuanso a ebe frichi ebe ba no ebe yekese nti wei enkoma obia ewo nkran asase so anase gadang bi asase so se enyama bi wo ho a obeya esese wutu anamo na wo behia mpenimfo na nia ese fata se yebe ye amaw na nia wo pese wo ye bia wetimi aye no na omo aye amaw intimity etie mu nyina yesi nia aye omo aye no etie aye amamre ewo gadangbi asase so kakra mpenimfo ne kan
na se ko ba se omo am mahano anase bi yesa akwa na se onipa ko no entunensi ha edi na wo ho a na sasotwe be na ewo ma nipa no
yo eno no bebi a wo bi age se wo ntin nkran asase so na se wo nkran asase so dia ende ye nso ye wo traditional laws a govern gadangbe ni nyina enti ye betu anamo enti na mpenimfo ne se ombehia the whole of the gadangbe state na mpenimfo na omo atenase na omo adwe hunamo ehu kwan ombefa so enti oho ne dia asotwe ni de mi nka bibia amfa won sesia na definitely mpenimfo ne tenase na omo dwindwin ho a ne ebe free member bia ye be mama so ate
okay na nanam tenase na wantimi amepie mu no aha na nanam na mpenimfo na ha wo ma na ne wantimi ama no
yes ebe ha yen mpenimfo no aha omo na yen as nkwala ye wo mpenimfo ne ho nya kra ebe ha yen if say eyesa na kire say omo anche obuo wati ase eyesa na kire say omo anche obuo enya depa if say wo obi krom na ye wo saying be say when you go to Roman you do what the Romans do nti wo obi krom a nia ese amamre ese fata se obeye no anase ne omu ye wo ho bia na nhihye a ewo ho a omu be kire wo no na wo nso waye na say asundua ba na bibia ye kama
okay we dey obeyi question we no man first year ehunu say emrantie akopi mo be fie na nipa bi susu say omkwakoye yakayaka de bi na nipa bi susu bi omkodi bibi ewo ho na say bi omkoye nsamone bi wo ho say na nchiremu na say konom koye na nchirase pa no ene say
yo ye emrantie hine ne de enye se okwakoye ntutrasem wo de bi onte sa oye emrantie hine na onu na sede pa ni se obehwe se emrantie eni mama wa omuti gadangbe se ne be ya omu befa omuntuma pafra ana se omu betutu omu anamu
we de na nanom asem panifo achichire mu anaso maka nkrakasem akan brofkasem na we de ba twi kasem so a edie na nanom eka ade akire Abusuapanin Tupac enis number meka ne ye say Afia omasi ni chichire mu omo ene say
yo minia medam nyina se mo etimi abahase ababedi BBC hu adanse na first of all no anka min chichire mu wo twi mu because amuba nkran mu mpese mu cheche musua ye kasa no ya nti for the sake of enuanom no minim se nya ye Ghana for nti me cheche mu amam kakra ye mpenimfo ne kan no ana before me shase no me pese me da ye imrante hini ase ewo anamontu a watu waya de pa me se asemui eba yi na anka omudi ya ye nana gamanche ni te kochu anka omudi ya no onka ahwi wo ho but ye papa we na wabọ modin watu anamu wo ho a ene ye nyina ne a ese a efata no ya ba be pie mu ewo gbogbo yo mu fie nti meda nase afenso nia esi wo ho ani se anase nia mpenifo ne kan ya ani se yen as gadang before no yen di ntumu se ye besie obi ewo yasase so especially ewo ni fie na ye wo places a ya prescribe for baby a ye besie nipa anase ya kire baby a ye besie nipa nti ye wo private places so a ye di sie nipa na enye se obi fie eyesa na wo de fin aka ye dates no ye nananom ene ye busuma ye wo hase no afin so ye tradition no ana ye customs no enchiresa now omo koso kire mu say even in the constitution of Ghana no ye ngintum say ye betie efun ewo efie mu na bibia ye sie efun wo bia ya kire bibia ye sie efun wo ene nsunsuanso a saa nyama no kra efa so de ba enti ewo ye law mu no ye nyesa na impo se be yesa na ye wo anamu ayeto se government be ma permit afin so government ma permit a bebi a wo kwa akosie nipa no wo no eye ebimu asase so enti saa nkofo no a omo ye the traditional owners of the land no esese mutu anamu na mu invite omo nso enfambra na amane a ewo ho a esese omo ye ansa omo aye saa esiye na nka omo aye but in this case no omo ntimi anya bibisa we abeye ohaw e de amaye as gadang before inti ye fa akonya we so aka kire Tupac Abusuapanin Tupac say ade we no esese oba no be yi ni hwanu na se wamba ahimfo na omo frɛ na wamba no sesia no omo san betenase na se omo anto anamo amba na ni esese ye no ya nya nsunsuanso a ebe frichi ebe ba no ebe yekese nti wei enkoma obia ewo nkran asase so anase gadangbi asase so se enyama bi wo ho a obeya esese wutu anamo na wo behia mpenimfo na nia ese fata se yebe ye amaw na nia wo pese wo ye bia wetimi aye no na omo aye amaw nti etie mu nyina yesi nia aye omo aye no etie aye amamre ewo gadangbi asase so kakra mpenimfo ne kan
na se ko ba se omo am mahano anase bi yesa akwa na se onipa ko no entunense ha edie na wo ho a na sa sotwe be na ewo manipa no
yo eno no bebi a wo bia je se wonti nkran asase so na se wo nkran asase so dia ende ye nso ye wo traditional laws a govern gadangbe ni nyina enti